Okay, evidently, it kicked me out and I was running out of time. So we're going to spend a little time on rotation. This would be the last video for this assignment, I promise. So I'm going to choose 3D models, go to select, and this thing should save. And there it is, Dream Room. And now it's saved. I'm going to back this up if it will let me. Maybe. Okay, so I got rid of the bed. I'm going to bring in the bed again, and we're going to pretend that we want it on this wall instead of this one. If you notice, the bed was facing, or the back of it, the headboard was facing this wall. But if I want it on this wall, I have to do some rotation, and we haven't talked about rotation. Here we go. We'll worry about the size. So if he's blue like this, that means he's active. But we want to turn him a 90 degrees. So I want you to pay real close attention. So how you rotate an object, you click on the uh, you click on the move, you go to rotate. Now, the deal is there are multiple different colors of compasses. The color you are always wanting to use is blue. It is blue, blue, blue. So while this is active, which now you can see that this is black, this turns it into a really weird, it starts burying it in the ground. I'm going to Control Z this real quick because I have nothing, and I'm going to redo it. Bring that bed back in. Okay. So it decided it was okay, it's stuck. I love recording on this. So we're actually looking for a blue one. A blue one is what you want. Now, wherever I click, that's going to be the axis that I turn on. So I'm going to click that right there. I wish it wouldn't say endpoint because that's confusing. I'm going to take my mouse. I clicked one time. I'm not clicking on it right now, but I'm going to pull this out so it's like a line. I'm going to click on that, and now I'm going to turn the bed the direction that I want it to go. Okay, so let's take a look at this and make sure I didn't bury it in the ground. Red buries it in the ground. Green will bury it in the ground. Black will bury it in the ground. Blue will not. Now I'm going to move the bed back against this wall. Notice how I'm almost like straight across from this, so I really can't see any of this wall but the edge. I'm going to click on the bed. I'm going to click on move. And if you remember, if I click right here, see if I don't want the midpoint. And I'm just going to click back and see if I can't get that to move. So I clicked back. I'm on that axis. Now my problem here is that I can't get back far enough because this other stuff is showing. Notice how that's green when it's actually on the floor? I'm going to go ahead and click on that. Well, it didn't work because we're too close. So if I click here, I'm actually going to close this up, and I'm going to do this again. I'm going to go back to that move feature, click on the bed, and bring it right along that green axis. And poof, when I turn this now, it should behave itself. And he's stuck again. I'm going to go ahead and save this so I don't lose it, but I'm having a problem. It's just stuck. Gee whiz. Hold on. Let me see if I can. So now you can see when I rotate this, are we going to play this game again? That it is pretty much on the wall. Maybe it's a little through, but that is okay. He's not buried. He's doing well. I'm hoping you remember how you can make the windows. You just click make a rectangle. Something we never talked about real quick. Boy, we are running slow. I'm sorry here. I'm going to use the push pull. I'm going to push that window in just a touch. I don't know why it's coming in. I want it, no. And I didn't get it the way I wanted it. But if you push it a little bit, oh boy, it is not behaving because of its speed. Just to remember, I'm not even going to show you this then if it's going to mess up for me. It's probably not going to do any good for you. Remember, glass and mirrors to paint windows. And right now my window's messed up, so I probably would if you work with something and it isn't acting right, like especially something from the 3D warehouse, use a different one. It's pretty simple. Let me try the window again. So now it should work when I paint it, except for, okay. And if I go ahead and rotate it, you should be able to see that the window's see-through. Um, Remember earlier I was talking about lighting? Let me zoom in here. Notice how there's lamps on that bed? This is all one piece when you bring it in. You cannot count these as lighting. You have to go to the components and search for whatever you want. Chandelier, lamp. I'm just going to get a lamp. Lamp is easiest probably thing to deal with. If you get something from the ceiling, for the ceiling, you're gonna have to put a new you're gonna have to put a new roof on. I'm just gonna grab this lamp and I'm gonna put him right there. There's our lighting. That's what counts. As I said before, we probably he ended up weird in a weird spot. I'm gonna do move. I'm gonna click on him. I'm gonna go down. There we go. So there's my lamp. And since he's little bitty, I might want to scale him a little bit. So he's a big lamp. Remember, make sure you go through the checklist and you have everything. You can go ahead and save it. And most of you did a fantastic job of turning it in. So if you go, to if you go to turn in the assignment, you go to from Google Drive, go to your 3D folder that you saved the project at, and you can go ahead and select that, turn it in. Then I can get into it. If you send me a screenshot, especially with the dream room, sometimes I can't see the little components and I can't click on them to see they're separate, so you may not get all your points. So make sure that you go ahead and double check that to make sure that you're turning in the actual SKP file, SketchUp, or rather than a screenshot. Um, if you need any help, you can email me and I'll be more than glad to help you. There will not be tutoring hours next Wednesday. So that I just needed to let you know. Have a great day and enjoy this project.